I think a big thing about authenticity as a leader is not about you wanting to be the best, but it's about enabling the people who work for you and with you to become the best and facilitating that. So it's not about you. It's about the people who are working under you and working for you.
Yeah. So the way that I see authenticity, and I think authenticity right now has a bad connotation, right? Like everybody's walking around saying be authentic, and people are getting confused with what's authenticity, who am I, is that vulnerability? But with authenticity, where I see it has I guess the kind of most troublesome in leadership and in personal development is when you're transitioning to these other roles, right? And as you said, if you're stepping up into leadership, into management, you're trying to bring out the best in other people, then you have to look at yourself and go, well, what is going to make the other person be their best? And what is this version of myself that helps bring out that other version in somebody else? And for a lot of people, that's setting some different ground rules for how they act as a leader, how they show up as a manager. And I think that's the disconnection that some people get about authenticity and what it means to actually be authentic.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's like I say, it's almost become a bad word now, and it's not. It's so important, and if you're not authentic and true to yourself, other people will see through it. So it's no point trying to be someone else, or you see someone else who's doing the job very well. You can learn from them for sure, but you can't go and just try and be a copy or a clone of someone else. You have to be true to yourself as well, and your values, and be genuine and be authentic. It is still so important. Otherwise, people will see through you and know that it's put on, it's an act, and then they won't want to follow you and they won't trust you.
Yeah. So I think something that's different about the corporate world, right, and the world of elite sports, here we're talking about football. So if you get promoted to being a manager in an organization, you usually have, some time maybe where you're managing your peers, and you actually have a little bit of time to step into that role. The world of football is quite a bit different. Tell me about that authenticity when you can step into management, step out of it. How is that different?
Well, it changes. I've had a few different experiences over the years. The first real one was at Crystal Palace when I was a player. I suddenly got called in, sort of out of nowhere, really, and asked to become player, caretaker, manager.
Three things.
Three jobs, yeah. And so I'd arranged, because I was like senior pro at Palace at the time, and I'd arranged a night. This was on the Monday I got called in. For the following Saturday, I'd already arranged a night out with the players and wives and girlfriends to Dover Street Wine Bar to try and get a bit help with the togetherness, the bonding and stuff like that, because we were having a bit of a tough time on the pitch. But suddenly I'd become manager. Mm-hmm. I was the one picking the team. But I still went. We played Preston on the Saturday, and I still went to the game because I thought it was the right thing to the night out, because I'd arranged it and I thought it was the right thing to do. But suddenly my relationship with everyone had changed now, with it being the other players who were my mates, but suddenly now I'm the one who's deciding whether they play or not on a Saturday. And then it was quite interesting how the relationship changed with then the wives and girlfriends who I knew them all.
Yeah.
And suddenly that was a different relationship because they were aware that I was the person now picking their husband to play or not. So the relationships do change, and there was no time to prepare for this. I literally got thrown in, and it was an interesting time for sure.
Yeah, so with authenticity and making those connections, so what we're really talking about is, right, you're in this new position, being able to step back and saying, okay, how can I bring the best out of these people? What does that look like? What are some new rules that I want to put in place for myself, so I can feel good at the end of the day about the decisions I have to make? But I think it's giving yourself that time to actually do that. That really helps that authenticity part of it, that you're doing the things that you want to be doing so you can help other people. So authentic connection and leadership, right? It takes a little bit of a different mindset.
Absolutely, yeah.